So in the last lecture, we have started our discussion on chemical kinetics. In this particular chapter, we will be studying about the rates of the reactions. Kinetics mean that about the speed of the reaction. The speed of the reaction can be calculated as variation of concentration with respect to time. In general, depending upon the speed, the reactions are classified into three different categories: fast, moderate, and slow reactions. Fast reactions are all those reactions which are ionic in nature. So if you want to apply kinetic study to a fast reaction, it is unnecessary. और जो फास्ट रिएक्शन जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा, so उस पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन के लिए स्पीड ऑफ द रिएक्शन एनालाइज करना कुछ ज्यादा पॉइंट नहीं रहेगा. We will be applying the chemical kinetic studies to moderate and slow reactions. All reactions which involve breaking and making of bonds or which involve covalent reactions comes under the category of moderate and slow reactions. Only for those reactions we will be analyzing the kinetics or the rate of reaction. The rate of reaction can be defined as change in concentration of a given species with respect to time. Change in concentration is nothing but the final concentration minus the initial concentration. Or else we can define two types of rates, which is an average rate and instantaneous rate. Average rate kya hoga? The total change in concentration divided by the time interval taken for that. Instantaneous rate is the change in concentration at that particular instant of time, or for infinitesimally small change in time, what is the change in concentration, which is defined as dC upon dt. The units of rate, as it is change in concentration upon time, concentration ka units है mole per liter, time ka units है second. So mole per liter second is nothing but units of the rate. We have seen a simple question. Some A is converting into products. We have seen what is the rate with respect to A. This is the case whenever you are having only one reactant. Suppose if you are
सर आवाज नहीं आ रहा है.
हेलो सर.
Hello, sir.
okay, the connection is lost. Give me 2 minutes. मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, the rate with respect to different entities inside the system will be different. If you want to have a unique value, we are defining something called overall rate, and this particular overall rate can be defined for an average rate as well as instantaneous rate. Overall rate का expression क्या होगा? If you are writing for average rate, it will be minus 1 by 1 for this particular equation. It is minus 1 by 1 delta A upon delta T equals to minus 1 by 2 delta B upon delta T equals to 1 upon 3 delta C upon delta T equals to 1 upon 4 delta D upon delta T. All these particular values come to be a unique value, which is 0.7 plus 0.7 आएगा. Or else if you are having any general equation AA plus BB gives rise to CC plus DD, you need to divide the reactants rate with respect to the stoichiometric coefficient, and you need to apply negative sign. So it is minus 1 upon A delta A upon delta T equals to minus 1 by B delta B by delta T equals to 1 upon C delta D by delta T equals to 1 upon D delta D by delta T. And all these values will be equal. उसके लिए मैं some x मान लिया. अगर ये x है तो rate with respect to A will become delta A by delta T will be equals to minus AX. Rate with respect to B will become minus BX. Rate with respect to C will become CX. Rate with respect to D will become DX. I hope this is clear. And whenever you have a reversible reaction, in that particular case, the overall rate gives us information about the rate of forward direction minus the rate of backward direction. If the overall rate is a positive value, then the rate forward will be greater than rate backward. In that case, the net reaction will be going in forward direction. If the overall rate is a negative value, the rate forward will be less than rate backward, then the net reaction will be going in the backward direction. Okay. If the overall rate equals to 0, then the reaction is at equilibrium. Okay. ये chemical equilibrium के chapter में भी हमने देखा है. Differential rate expression क्या है? If all the rates are expressed in differentials, मतलब if you are taking the instantaneous rate but not the average rate, in that case जो भी expression आता है, it is called as differential rate expression. Okay? ठीक है. इसके बाद हमने rate law करके कुछ पढ़ा है. Rate law क्या बताता है? The rate of the reaction will be directly proportional to the concentrations of products of concentrations of reacting species raise it to some powers. Those powers need not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficients. Those powers are called as orders of the reaction. M is called order with respect to A and N is called order with respect to B. The overall order will become M plus N. जो order of the reaction है, it tells us information about in what magnitude the rate will be affected if I am changing the concentration of any of the species present in the system. Okay. ये जो particular order of the reaction है, this will be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient if and only if the reaction is an elementary reaction. Elementary reaction मतलब the one which happens in single step. If there is more than one step, the order of the reaction may not be equal to the stoichiometric coefficient. कभी-कभी वो same निकल के आ सकता है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है वो elementary reaction हो जाएगा. Only in case of elementary reaction, I can definitely say M equals to A, N equals to B. Okay. So according to the rate law, the rate of the reaction is K times concentration of A per M, concentration of B per N. But according to the differential rate equation, the rate is again equal to minus 1 by A dA by dt equals to minus 1 by B dB by dt equals to 1 by C dC by dt equals to 1 by D dt by dt. So I can equate both of them. If I am having a general equation, if I am having a general equation A, okay, यहाँ पे भी नहीं, क्या आगे लिखा होगा मैं? हाँ, यहाँ पे ही लिखा. A plus BB gives rise to products. If I am writing the general equation, the rate is minus 1 by A dA by dt equals to minus 1 by B dB by dt. This is according to the mathematics. According to the law, it is again equal to K times concentration of A per M, B per N. Okay? ठीक है. Okay. Elementary reaction ये वाला clear है ना? Elementary reaction के लिए M equals to A, N equals to B. अगर experiment में M equal to A, N equal to B निकल के आया, in that case I may not conclude it has to be elementary. वो same भी आ सकता है. It need not be elementary. तो उसके बाद हमने एक इम्पॉर्टेंट डिफरेंस देखा, ये डिफरेंस आज के क्लास में एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. The instantaneous rate is nothing but the slope of the tangent. The average rate is nothing but the slope of the secant. If we are plotting a graph for the variation of concentration of any given species, if you want to find the rate, if you want to find the average rate, it is nothing but if you join any 2 points on the curve, you will be forming a secant. If you are finding the slope of it, this is nothing but delta c upon delta t, which is nothing but average rate. If you want to find an instantaneous rate, you need to find the slope at a given point, which is nothing but the slope of the tangent, which is dc upon dt. And हमने ये भी बात किया, in very small interval of times, in some specific interval of time, the slope of the tangent will be almost equal to the slope of the secant. Or else I can say the average rate will be equal to the instantaneous rate. ये कब हो सकता है? In only some specific intervals of time. Okay. As an example, we have taken start of the reaction. At the start of the reaction, if we can observe in this particular range, the average rate and the instantaneous rate are almost same as the slopes are equal. Okay. ऐसा starting में ही लेने के लिए जरूरत नहीं. You can take at any particular instant, but you need to see the interval very carefully. You need to have the slopes of both of them almost same. Okay. I hope this part is clear. उसके बाद हमने एक बार फिर से रिवाइज करके we have seen some examples where they gave you some balanced equations along with the rate expressions. ये जो m and n है, they are always experimentally determined. They cannot be obtained by looking at the equation. They have to be experimentally determined. If you know the reaction mechanism और जो individual steps सब कुछ पता है, तो then also you can get that particular m and n. वो कैसे करेंगे वो देखते हैं. Okay. Then we have seen the units of rate constant. Rate is equals to k into concentration of A for m, B for n, where m plus n is called as overall order. ये जो A है, इसका भी concentration का term
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello. सर आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है।
Okay. Does this thing happen in chemistry, in physics and maths lectures as well? As a disconnection?
No, sir.
No, sir.
किसी ने नो कहा, किसी ने यस कहा. ओके.
सर कभी कभी आता है मतलब
हाँ
कभी
सर,
कभी
जैसे
आता है
ये
ना.
होता है।
आई थिंक ये डिवाइस हीट होने की वजह से ऐसा होता है. पहले लेक्चर में नहीं होता ये प्रॉब्लम, हमेशा दूसरा लेक्चर में आता है. मे बी डिवाइस हीट हो जाने की वजह से ऐसा हो रहा है. ठीक है. हम इस आई थिंक यहाँ पे आप लोग सुना नहीं है. आई विल अगेन repeat this. With the help of knowledge on units of K, you can guess the overall order of the reaction. In the question, they will be giving you the so-and-so reaction has the value of K as something and units. Based on the units, you need to judge the overall order of the reaction. They won't be mentioning in the question what is the order. If it is mole, liter inverse, second inverse, it is zero order reaction. If it is second inverse, it is first order reaction. If it is mole inverse, liter second inverse, it will be second order reaction. Okay. In our syllabus, we are having detailed understanding of zero, first and second orders. So most of the question will be based on these three orders only. Okay. ठीक है. अभी मैं एक क्वेश्चन दे रहा था. I am writing down the question. Please write down the question and solve this. What is the rate law is written for if it is written with respect to BrO3 minus and Br minus. You need to calculate the rate constant if the overall rate is written with respect to BrO3 minus and Br minus. First understand the equation. Try to solve it. Take 5 minutes of your time. Try to solve this. I will discuss. If you understand the question, question हो जाएगा. किसी ने सॉल्व किया? You can put your answer in the chat. देखो पहले क्वेश्चन समझो, इसका आया क्या आंसर? ओके ओके ओके, check 0.056 upon 3, is it okay? थोड़ा गलत लग रहा है, देखते हैं। देखो, what is the order of the reaction? पहले वो बताओ। The order of the reaction is 2, and it is second order rate constant. Second order rate constant in BRO minus का मतलब क्या है? You are expressing the rate with respect to BRO minus, or else you can write the rate equation. Rate is equals to K into concentration of BRO minus whole square. मतलब पार्ट 2 सेकंड ऑर्डर रेट है ना, एंड उसके लिए रेट कांस्टेंट क्या दिया है? They have given it as 0.056. And they are saying that in the rate law as minus d by dt of BRO minus. Actual में हम क्या लिखते हैं रेट लॉ? This K into BRO minus whole part 2 is nothing but, according to the equation, it is minus 1 by 3. It is minus 1 by 3 d BRO minus upon dt equals to 1 upon 1 d BRO3 minus upon dt equals to 1 upon 2 d BR minus upon dt. Okay. They are writing it in terms of d by dt of BRO minus. But हमारा expression में क्या है? It is minus 1 by 3 d by dt of BRO minus. So if you write it in terms of minus d by dt of concentration of BRO minus will be equal to 3K into concentration of BRO minus whole square whole part 2. एक बार ये क्वेश्चन फिर से पढ़ो इधर. The value of second order rate constant in terms of this at 80 degrees in the rate law for d by dt of BRO minus. In the rate law for d by dt of BRO minus, but not for minus 1 by 3 d by dt of BRO minus. So ये जो particular rate constant है, they have given this 3K as 0.056 some liter mole inverse second inverse. So इधर से K क्या हो जाएगा? It will be 0.056 upon 3. And they're asking what will be the rate constant if the rate is expressed in terms of d by dt of BrO3 minus and d by dt of Br minus. तब क्या होगा? इन दोनों को अभी इक्वेट करो, इसको और इसको इक्वेट करो, तब क्या होगा? इट विल बी K into concentration of BrO minus part 2 equals to d by dt of BrO3 minus. इसके लिए रेट कांस्टेंट क्या हो गया? K हुआ ना, whose value is 0.056 upon 3. In terms of Br minus, it will be K times of concentration of BrO minus part 2 must be equal to half into d by dt of Br minus. If you want to write this in terms of d by dt of Br minus only, this will be equal to 2K times part 2. So with respect to this, the rate constant is 2K, which is equals to 2 into 0.056 upon 3. So the first answer with respect to BrO3 minus is 0.056 upon 3. With respect to Br minus is 2 into 0.056 upon 3. These are the answers. पहले क्वेश्चन फिर से समझो. I am writing the rate in terms of BrO minus. Okay, expressed for BrO minus is हमारा general expression is K into BrO minus whole part 2, which is equal to the differential rate, which is minus 1 by 3 BrO minus by dt equals to 1 by 1 BrO3 minus upon dt equal to 1 by 2 Br minus upon dt. Okay. If the rate law is written in terms of BrO minus upon dt, the rate constant is 0.056. So उसके terms में लिखो. उसके terms में लिखा तो it will be, according to this equation, it will be 3K times BrO minus whole part 2. They have given that this rate constant is 0.056. So from that we have calculated the value of K. Once you know the value of K, इन दोनों को equate कर लो, ये इसके terms में आ जाएगा rate constant. इन दोनों को equate कर लो, इसके terms में आ जाएगा rate constant. One is simply K and the other is 2K. Is the question clear?
हाँ सर.
समझ में आया ना? किसी को अगर कुछ डाउट है तो पूछो. Okay, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me. I am going to the next question. Again, note the question. Given 2NO plus Cl2 gives rise to 2NoCl. They are saying that doubling the concentration of both reactants increases the rate by a factor of 8. And if you are doubling Cl2 concentration alone, it is doubling the rate. Doubling the Cl2 concentration alone doubles the rate. What is the order of the reaction? They're asking what is the order of reaction with respect to NO and Cl2. They have given you some information. Doubling the concentration of both reactants increases the rate by a factor of 8. Doubling the concentration of Cl2 alone doubles the rate. with respect to this particular two data, you need to find the order with respect to NO and SCl2. देखो हमारे पास unknowns दो ही है. One unknown is order with respect to NO and the other unknown is order with respect to Cl2. Hence you have given or you are given two informations. एक तो दोनों को डबल करने से क्या हुआ, दूसरा एक ही डबल किया तो क्या हुआ. If you are having three unknowns, they should definitely give you three information. Do the question. Take 2 minutes. Okay. Order with respect to NO is 2 and order with respect to Cl2 is 1. सही है, वो जो भी आंसर दिया है आशुतोष ने वो सही है. बाकी लोग भी देखो. You can write the general rate of the reaction as rate equals to some K into concentration of NO per M and concentration of Cl2 per N. Okay. If you are doubling the concentrations of NO and Cl2, तब क्या होगा. ये सपोज R1 मान लेते हैं. अभी R2 जो है डबल किया तो it will be 2 into concentration of NO whole power M into 2 into concentration of Cl2 whole power N होगा, which is nothing but 2 power M into 2 power N into K times concentration of NO per M into concentration of Cl2 per N, and they are saying that the rate has become 8 times. So this has to be 8 R1. ये जो particular part है K into concentration of NO per M Cl2 per N, this is nothing but R1 again. So I can say 2 power M plus N times R1 is equals to 8 R1. R1 and R1 cancel हुआ. 2 power M plus N equals to 2 cube. और M plus N कितना हो गया? Equals to 3. Next equation क्या है? Doubling the concentration of Cl2 alone. So इसका K into concentration of NO per M. This will be 2 times concentration of Cl2 per N. They are saying the rate has doubled. So this will be 2 times R1. So K into 2 power N times NO per M Cl2 per N is equals to 2 R1. Again, this particular value is nothing but R1. R1 cancel होगा. 2 per N is equals to 2. N कितना हो गया? 1 हो गया. M plus N 3 हो गया तो M कितना हो गया? 2 हो गया. So the order with respect to NO, is nothing but 2 and the order with respect to Cl is nothing but 1. I hope सब लोग ने क्वेश्चन किया होगा. Not so difficult. Shall I move to the next section?
हाँ सर।
हाँ सर।
ओके, ये क्वेश्चन सब लोग को क्लियर है ना? ये मोस्ट कॉमन क्वेश्चन है, दिस टाइप ऑफ पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, ऐसा कुछ you will be asked in CET and your JEE mains. CET और JEE mains के लिए ये वाला मॉडल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. सिमिलरली ये जो पर्टिकुलर मॉडल किया है, this is also very very important for both the CET and JEE mains. Okay. So हमने ये बात किया है ना, ये जो ऑर्डर्स है, order with respect to reactant A and order with respect to reactant B, they are obtained experimentally. Okay, let us see some experiments in order to determine those particular orders. अभी के लिए एक एक्सपेरिमेंट देखेंगे, बाद में कुछ एनालिसिस करने के बाद we will be seeing other experiments. The first experiment or heading experimental methods to determine order and rate law. Experimental methods to determine order and rate law. Suppose you have an equation A converting into products. We need to find the order with respect to A. Okay. If you are given the initial concentration, which is A naught, and if you know the final concentration after time t, if you know the concentration after time t, suppose let us say delta t is the time interval taken for conversion of the concentration A naught to AF. In this case, what will be the average rate? Average rate will be equal to AF minus A naught upon delta t. If you are taking the time interval, if you are choosing that particular time interval as very small, that is with respect to reaction. Okay, if it is very small, small is a relative term. एक reaction के लिए जो small है, दूसरे reaction के लिए बड़ा time interval हो सकता है. So you need to choose that according to the reaction. Suppose मैं इस particular reaction के लिए जो delta t है, if it is considered as very small, I can say this average rate also equals to the instantaneous rate dA upon dt, and I can write it as this as according to the rate law, this must be equal to K into concentration of A for some n, where n is the order of the reaction. मतलब क्या है? If you are doing some experiments, suppose experiment 1 and 2, you are given the initial concentrations A naught, which is A1 and A2 in two different experiments, and they have given you initial rate in a very small interval of time. Initial rate कुछ दिया है R1 and R2. In the rate expression, you can substitute R1 will be equal to K into concentration of A per N, which is equals to K into A1 per N. You can substitute that A1, you can substitute A1 or A2, will be instantaneous rate है ना, उस particular instant पे, उस start of the reaction पे concentration A1 है. Okay, for the experiment 1. So you are substituting the concentration at that particular instant as A1. I am equating the instantaneous rate to the average rate. ये याद रखना सब लोग. Okay, अभी इस particular question में information तुम लोग को R1 initial rate दे दिया है. But question में ऐसा भी कुछ कर सकते हैं. They will give you A final. A naught दिया है, A final दिया है. From that, first you need to calculate the rate, initial rate, which is A final minus A1 upon delta t. They will be giving you time as well. That you need to equate to some K into A1 power n, initial concentration power n. Similarly, R2 क्या हो जाएगा? K into A2 power n. What are the unknowns in the two equations? The unknowns are K as well as n. If you are dividing 1 by 2, dividing this is equation 1. Suppose हम 2 मान लेते हैं, 1/2, then you will get R1 upon R2 equals to K into A1 upon N divided by K into A2 upon N. K cancel होगा, it will be A1 upon A2 whole per N. R1 पता है हमें, R2 पता है, A1 और A2 पता है. Can you calculate the value of N?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you need to determine N from this equation. After N is known, after N is calculated or after N is known, determine K. K कैसे determine करेंगे? Substitute in either of the equation. R1 is equals to K into A1 per N में या R2 is equals to K into A2 per N में. If you are substituting a N value of R1 A1, you can get the value of K. Clear है? इसमें एक बेसिक assumption हम कर रहे हैं. At the start of the reaction, the instantaneous rate and average rate are equal. Nearly equal. Okay? Clear है वाला part?
हाँ सर.
क्वेश्चन देता हूँ, समझ में आएगा. क्वेश्चन देता
हाँ सर.
initial rates of decomposition of N2O5 at 55 degrees C are as follows. Experiment concentration of N2O5 not indicates initial concentration in molarity. Initial rate. Experiment 1 में if you are starting with 0.02 molar, the rate is 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 5. If they are starting with 0.05 molar, the rate is 8.5 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay. They're asking find rate law. Rate law मतलब K into concentration of A per M, some B per N वो लिख रहे हैं ना, that is called as rate law. Find rate law B part, value of rate constant C part, initial rate when concentration of N2O5 equals to 0.03 molar. Decomposition of N2O5 मतलब N2O5 will be converting into some products. You can write the rate as K into concentration of N2O5 some power N. हो गया question. There is only one reactant. You need to find only one order. Write the rate expression as rate equals to K into concentration of N2O5 power some M or N. There is only one reactant. We need to get the rate of reaction or the order of the reaction with respect to that particular reactant. No need to know the products N2O5 decompose होके products किस में convert होगा, वो जरूरत ही नहीं है क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए, because you will be writing the rate with respect to the reactant. इसके लिए general expression will be rate equals to some K into concentration of N2O5 some power N, where N is the order with respect to N2O5. Initial rate R1 is equals to some K into concentration of N2O5 per N, which is 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 5 equal to K into 0.02 per N. Similarly, R2 equals to K into concentration of N2O5 per N, which is 8.5 into 10 raised to minus 5 equals to K into concentration of 0.05 per N. Let this be equation 1. Let this be equation 2. 1 upon 2. बताओ K तो कैंसिल हो जाएगा. Okay. Exactly. Arya सही है. The value of K is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 3, and the value of N is also equal to 1. बिल्कुल सही. एक मिनट. सभी लोग का आया है? ओके, am I audible to everyone?
हाँ सर।
Okay, okay. So if you are dividing 1 upon 2, it will be, or you can also divide 2 upon 1. वो बड़ा value है ना, I will divide 2 upon 1. 2 divided by 1 is nothing but 8.5 divided by 3.4, which is equal to, it is 5 by 2 per n. 8.5 on 3.4, this is also equals to 5 by 2. 17 टेबल में हो जाएगा ना. So 5 by 2 equals to 5 by 2 per n. This implies n must be equal to 1. If n equals to 1, substitute in either of the expressions. 3.4 into 10 raised to minus 5 equals to k into 0.02 per 1, or k equals to 3.4 upon 0.02 into 10 raised to minus 5, which is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 3 second inverse, because it is a first order reaction. First order reaction के लिए क्या है? Second inverse. Okay, सब लोग को क्लियर है ये वाला क्वेश्चन? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, a plus b is giving you c. The stoichiometric coefficients are 1, 1 and 1. The concentration of a and the concentration of b initially दिया है. They have taken the time interval and they have given you the concentration of a after time t. Experiment 1, experiment 2, experiment 3. Starting with point 1, 1. The time is in hours. The concentration is in molarity. 0.0975. 0.1, 2, 0.5, 0.0900, 0.05, 1, 2.00, 0.0450. They're asking determine rate law. If you want to determine the rate law, you need to get the value of k. You need to get the order with respect to a and order with respect to b. इसके लिए करेंगे क्या? Write the rate expression. Rate expression क्या होगा? Rate will be equal to k into some concentration of a per m. We don't know that. Concentration of b per n, and this will again be equal to minus 1 by 1 delta a upon delta t equals to minus 1 by 1 delta b upon delta t equals to 1 by 1 delta c upon delta t. I'm taking the average rate equals to the instantaneous rate. At the start of the reaction, I'm taking the average rate equals to the instantaneous rate. इसलिए delta के terms में भी लिख दिया as average rate equals to instantaneous rate. So if you know the value of delta A upon delta T, rate मिल गया तुम लोग को. Concentration of A पता है, concentration of B पता है, substitute कर लेना. Find R1, R2, R3. इसके लिए जो रहेगा या R1 रहेगा, R2 रहेगा, R3 रहेगा. R1 will be सब कुछ, any of the rates is nothing but minus delta A upon delta T. Calculate this. You can put the value of delta T in terms of R. Chalega. No need to convert that into minutes. Leave that in terms of R. you will get that rate as in mole per liter per hour rather than second. You will get per hour. First calculate R1, R2, R3. R1 क्या होगा? 0 point, it will be minus of, okay? 0.0975 minus 0.1 divided by time is 0.5. What is the value of this? Calculate करके बताना मुझे. R2 will be minus 0.09 minus 0.1 upon 0.5. R3 also will be equal to minus 0.045 minus 0.05 divided by 2. Tell me the values of R1, R2, R3.
R1 0.005.
R1 0.005, very good. R1 is 0.005. I can again write this as some K into concentration of A कितना है? 0.1. You need to put 0.1 initial concentration, okay? 0.1 per M. Concentration of B is some 1 per N. Let this be equation 1. What is R2? Value of R2?
0.02.
0.002.
0.002 या 02?
Sir, 00.
I think it is 0.02.
02, sir.
Yeah, it is only एक ही zero frame.
हाँ sir, हाँ sir.
0.02. This will be equal to K into again 0.1 per M into 2 per N. Let this be equation 2. R3 क्या होगा?
0.0025.
0.0025.
हाँ sir.
सही है. Very good. 0.0025, which will be equal to K into 0.05 per M into 1 per N. Let this be equation 3. देखो एक बार ध्यान से देखो. If you want to calculate the value of M per M, divide 3 by 1 और divide 1 upon 3, क्योंकि N का पार्ट 1 पर N 1 ही हो जाएगा ना. If you are doing 1 divided by 3, it will be equal to 0.005 upon 0.0025. K और K cancel हो जाएगा. It will be 0.1 upon 0.05 per M. I hope you clear it. Okay. What is the value of this?
M is equal to 1.
ये 2 हो जाएगा ना. 0.005 थोड़ा शिफ्ट किया तो पॉइंट वो 50 होगा. 50 upon 25, दिस इज 2. एंड ये वाला भी ये हाफ है. हाफ ऊपर गया तो 2 हो जाएगा. ये 2 पर M है. दिस implies M must be equal to 1. Good. If M is equals to 1, again आप क्या करना है? Do 1 upon 2. If you are doing 1 divided by 2, 0.1 per M, 0.1 per M cancel हो जाएगा. Or you can do 2 upon M, 2 upon 1, which is equal to 0.02 upon 0.005 equals to 2 per N. I I think this is equals to 4. 200 upon 50. 200 upon 50 is 4. Okay. This implies 2 per n is equals to 2 square or n equals to 2. एक बार n आ गया और m आ गया. Can you calculate the value of k? Substitute m equals to 1, n equals to 2 in equation 1. Then you will get 0.05, sorry, 0.005 equals to k into 0.1 per 1 into 1 per 2. Therefore, what is the value of k? सही पुट किया ना मैंने. K will be equals to 0.05. So what is the rate law now? Rate law will be equals to R equals to 0.05 times concentration of क्या दिया है A ना, concentration of A par 1 and B par 2. M1 आया में. M is now A par 1, B par 2. This is the rate law. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope this question is clear. I hope the experimental method for finding the order and the rate law is also clear. Okay. हमारा assumption क्या है? At the start of the reaction, the instantaneous rate will be equal to the average rate. Average rate के लिए change in concentration upon time कर लेना. Instantaneous rate के लिए initial जो भी concentration दिया है वो rate equation में substitute कर लेना. Okay, this is also one of the most standard models. Exclusively important for NEET, mains, CET as well as boards. बोर्ड्स के लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. देखो बहुत सारे स्टेप्स है ना, तो ये सारे स्टेप्स डिटेल में लिखा तो तुम लोग को बोर्ड्स में मार्क्स मिलेगा. Okay, let's go to the next section, which is the most important section of this particular chapter, which is यहाँ तक सब लोग को क्लियर है ना? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Integrated rate law expressions. Integrated rate law expressions. हमारा differential equation क्या है? -1 by a dA by dt equals to -1 by b dv by dt equals to some 1 by b dc by dt equals to 1 by d dd by dt. This is the differential rate expression. If you are doing integration of that particular differential rate equation, you will get integrated rate law expression. मतलब क्या है? We will just introduce this today. We will be understanding in detail tomorrow. Suppose if you are having A converting into products, how can you write the rate of this particular reaction? The rate of the reaction is nothing but rate equals to some K into concentration of A par some N, where N is the order of the reaction, which is in turn equal to minus d upon dt of A or minus dA by dt, because stoichiometric coefficient is 1 in this case. Suppose if at t equals to 0, the concentration of A is some small a and t is equals to t pe, if x amount of A is reacted, the amount of A left will be A minus x. What is this x? Reacted amount of A. At t equals to infinity, मतलब बहुत टाइम के बाद I can say A is completely consumed or A will become 0. So जो t is equals to infinity है ना, this is called as time of completion. और रिएक्शन खत्म होने के लिए जितना टाइम लगता है, it is called as time of completion. ओके, हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव से ये इंटीग्रेटेड रेट लॉ एक्सप्रेशन में objectives are हमको क्या करना है, you need to express the concentration of A as a function of time. मतलब if you are starting with some initial concentration A, if the order of the reaction is different, suppose zero order के लिए, how is the concentration of A is changing with time? How is the concentration of A is changing with time if it is first order reaction? How is the concentration of A is changing if it is second order reaction? Okay, you need to derive an expression for that concentration of variation of concentration of A with respect to time, and we will also analyze what is the rate of the reaction with respect to time. मतलब initially वो जो rate है जल्दी हो सकता है, as the time proceeds the rate is being decreased. If it is decreasing, how is it varying? We will be getting an equation for that. Rate as a function of time. If you know the concentration of A with respect to time and the rate with respect to time, we can also plot the graphs. So we will be seeing graph of concentration of A versus time, graph of rate versus time. We will see the time taken for the completion of the reaction, which is called as time of completion, which is denoted by symbol T infinity. Okay, time of completion is denoted by symbol T infinity, and we will also see half-life, which is denoted by symbol T half. Half-life मतलब वो जो reactant है आधा खत्म होने के लिए कितना टाइम लग रहा है. If I am taking some starting with x amount, x by 2 होने के लिए what is the time taken in different reactions. Zero order के लिए क्या होगा, first order के लिए क्या होगा, second order के लिए क्या होगा. And finally we will find excuse me, find expression for rate law in terms of x amount that is consumed. These are our objectives. Different reactions में हमको analyze क्या करना है with the help of integrated rate law expressions. We need to analyze what is the concentration of A, what is the variation of concentration of the reactant with respect to time, what is the variation of rate of the reaction with respect to time, how is the rate of the reaction is changing, speed कैसे change होता जा रहा है, decrease हो रहा है तो कैसे decrease हो रहा है, linearly decrease हो रहा है या exponentially decrease हो रहा है या कुछ और form में decrease हो रहा है. Once you know the variation of A with respect to time, you can plot the graph for it. Similarly, if you know the variation of rate with respect to time, उसके लिए भी graph plot कर सकते हो. So ये जो graph से directly पूछा जाता है exams में. And we are interested in two terms, time of completion and half life. Time of completion मतलब reaction पूरा खत्म होने के लिए कितना time लग रहा है. Half life मतलब if we are starting with x amount, वो आधा होने के लिए x by 2 के लिए कितना time लगेगा. And finally, we will be writing the expression in terms of amount consumed, x. Okay, is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, हमको ये सब करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, हमारा expression, general expression is minus dA by dt is equals to some k times of A per n. This is the differential rate expression. If you want to find the variation of a, हम क्या करेंगे, if the variable is x, you need to have the differential as dx. If the variable is a, you need to have the differential as dA. अभी ये वाला लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में पार्ट dA है ना, so get all the terms which include a on one side and take all other terms on the other side. So अब क्या करेंगे, I can also write this as dA upon concentration of a per n is equals to k times dt. Or else I can write this as dA upon concentration of a per n is equals to minus k times dt. If I want to have overall idea on the concentration of a, what I need to do, integration. The concentration of a is changing from some a naught to at, and the time, the integral dt na, and the time is changing from 0 to t. K is a constant, so you can write that as minus the integral dt. Integral dt is nothing but always t, right? इंटीग्रल dt is t. सब लोग को बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स आता है ना, इंटीग्रल 1 by x dx is nothing but ln x integral x dx is equals to x square upon 2 integral dx is nothing but x. I hope ये सब लोगों को पता है.
Yes, sir.
We are having 10 minutes, right? Let us take the zero order reaction. Let's do the analysis. If I am taking zero order reaction, what is the value of n for that? It will be equals to 0. So in that case, if I am writing the rate expression, rate equals to some a converting into products, so तो अभी भी वही रहेगा. Rate equals to minus 1 by 1 dA by dt equals to some k into concentration of a पर 0 हो जाएगा, which is nothing but k here. So I can write dA is equals to minus k times dt. If I'm doing integration, दोनों का integration करो. This is from a naught to at. This is from 0 to t. What is the integral dA? It is nothing but a. And if you are applying limits, it is at minus a naught. ये सभी लोग को पता है ना, integral dx. Integral dx, if you are having limits x1 to x2, this is nothing but x. You need to substitute upper limit as well as lower limit, which is x2 minus x1. Similarly, integral dA is nothing but a. If you are substituting upper limit, it is at, lower limit a naught, at minus a naught equals to minus k into t minus 0 होगा. Lower limit is 0. So अभी क्या है expression? at is equals to a naught minus k times t. at is equals to a naught minus kt. Expression आ गया. The variation of a with respect to time. If you are taking an initial concentration as a naught, if the rate constant is k, at is equals to a naught minus kt. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
What will be rate? Rate is equals to minus dA by dt. वही ना, ये जो rate है, rate is nothing but minus dA upon dt. So if you are doing minus dA upon dt, इसका differentiation किया तो ये तो एक constant है, differentiation of constant is 0, and ये तो time with respect to time कर रहे तो minus d by dx of x is nothing but 1. So ये वाला 1 हो जाएगा, and ये तो constant है. और else डिटेल में लिखता हूँ, it is minus d by dt of kt, which is nothing but minus k.
हाँ सर.
क्लियर है? बट ये तो da by dt हुआ. We need to take minus da by dt ना. da by dt is minus k minus of एक सेकेंड, यहाँ पे minus of, let us take this as minus kt, then you will get plus k.
Yes.
Rate is minus of da by dt, so it is minus d by dt of minus kt, which is equals to plus k. So for a zero order reaction, rate क्या है? Rate is constant. Start से ending तक the reaction is happening at a uniform rate. There is no change in the speed of the reaction. Is this clear? If it is a zero order reaction, start से ending तक वही speed maintain रहेगा. It is independent of the concentration. For time of completion, है ना? Yeah. For time of completion, can I say at time of completion, the concentration of AT will be equals to 0. What is AT? AT is the concentration at time t. What is A naught? A naught is the initial concentration. सभी लोग है?
हाँ सर.
Okay. At time of completion, AT must be equals to 0. If you are substituting that in equation 1, 0 must be equal to A naught minus KT, or A naught equals to K into time of completion T infinity हो गया, T infinity, or time of completion will be equal to A naught upon K. इधर time of completion है, you can also refer this to as TC. कभी T infinity बोला जाता है, कभी TC बोला जाता है. Don't worry. Time of completion is A naught upon K. What will be the half-life? At half-life, what will be the concentration of AT?
Not by 2.
A naught upon 2. A naught upon 2. Substitute that in equation 1. Substitute AT equals to A naught upon 2 in equation 1. तब क्या होगा? A naught upon 2 is equals to A naught minus KT half, or else K times T half is equals to A naught upon 2, or T half is A naught upon 2K. What is time of completion? It is A naught upon K, and time of half-life is A naught upon 2K. देखो ये लॉजिकल भी है. इफ यू आर हैविंग ए यूनिफॉर्म रेट, आधा कंप्लीट होने के लिए A naught upon 2K लग रहे, तो दूसरा आधा खत्म होने के लिए और एक A naught upon 2K लगेगा. So the total time will be A naught upon K. Or else, general as a statement I can write, after two half-lives, zero order reaction will be completed. Or will achieve, okay, zero order reaction will be completed. Half-life is A naught upon 2K. Time of completion is a naught upon k. So if you are doing 2 times t half, you will be getting a time of completion. And ये क्यों mathematically भी क्यों हो रहे हैं देखो, because the rate equals to constant. So पहला आधा a naught upon 2k लगा तो दूसरा आधा will take exactly same time a naught upon 2k. So the time of completion will be a naught upon k. The variation of a with respect to time will be at is equals to a naught minus kt. जो भी बॉक्स किया है ना मैंने वो सारा एक्सप्रेशन तुम लोग को याद रखना है. You can derive them on the spot if you are quick enough. अच्छा है. If you are not quick, you need to remember all these particular formulas. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. यहाँ तक करते हैं. यहाँ से हम अभी के लिए हमने ये वाला पार्ट देखा, ये वाला पार्ट देखा, ग्राफ्स नहीं देखा, टाइम ऑफ कंप्लीशन देखा. We need to see the graph of a versus t, graph of rate versus t, and you need to find the expression in terms of x. We will be discussing this in next lecture. Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay, we will continue in the next lecture then. Thank you.